Hello Photoshoppies, I'm Murtaza and you're watching Murtazastic. Some nice guy uploaded this photo on Reddit and asked if anyone can make it look cool. Very cool. The guy also mentioned that it is Johnny Tucker. I said, let's do it. I searched online for Johnny Tucker and I found this and this. And then I realized that it is not going to be easy. But I thought, why not learn more about Photoshop by completing this challenge and also share it with you guys. That is why you are watching this video. During this project, we are going to make mistakes and we will learn from those mistakes. Now, if you are a Photoshop lover, feel free to subscribe and turn on the notifications. Before we start, let me tell you that I have a low-end PC and I am using Windows Screen Recorder, which does not record other windows and menus, like camera off window or property panel. Sorry about that. Let me know if there is a nice and light screen recorder for a low-end PC. Let's fire up the Photoshop and bring our imagination to life. Alright, here we are in Photoshop. Let's bring the drawing of our Johnny Tucker. Here it is. Let's scale it up and place it here. I will use this puffer fish as its body. Let's cut it out from its background. I will keep a copy of this fish because we are going to need that. Now I will start completing the body of Tucker by placing this puffer fish everywhere. I just duplicate the same puffer fish again and again. Use warp to adjust it and warp it around the edges. Then add a layer mask to each of these and try to blend these layers together. Here we go. Now I will fill this area with one more layer and here we go. Our body is ready. Let us group these layers and keep a duplicate copy of the body just in case we need it later. From this group, let us create a smart object. Next I will add highlights to this body and hide these black spots. Let us desaturate the whole body and add colors later. Just add a hue and saturation adjustment layer, nothing special. Let's add some shadows by using our old brush tool. And remember, shadows are what gives objects more shape. Here we go. Now let's make another smart object from all these layers. I now realize that I used low quality pufferfish, so let us add a camera raw filter and add some sharpness to it. I think I will use this image to make the upper part of the body. I only need the head part. Let's cut it out from this background and make it a smart object. Remember, smart objects are necessary for a non-destructive edit. Let's place this head here and add a black layer mask to it. Now reveal the part we need. Here we go. Now let's make the inside of the mouth using this image. Just keep a duplicate copy of this head also. First I will try to create this cavity here. Let's adjust it a bit and add a black layer mask to it. Now let us reveal the part we need and here we go. We need this head again. Not the full head but just this lower part. Let's make a copy of it and place it here. Now using the warp option from transform options, let us adjust it a bit. Now let us blend this a bit more. Here we go. Now we need the top part. Let's use same image again and by same process we can make upper part of Johnny's mouth. Layer masks are important if you need to hide some parts of the layer. Here we go. Now what we need is shadows. Let's add those real quick. Here we go. We also need to make this a bit red. Here we go. Now we will add this T-Rex to the scene. We don't need the whole body, we just need this part where the upper jaw and the lower jaw meet. Using warp option, let's adjust it with our main character. Here we go. Now let's add black layer mask and hide it all. Then start revealing back some parts. We only need this part here. And now let's blend it with the body using layer mask. Here we go. And we will work with colors later. Now we need to add teeth. For that I will use this tooth. I think this is a shark tooth. Just for your information. We don't need this part, let us hide it. Now I will start adding these teeth one by one. Let's first place all the teeth on below jaw. Now let us hide other and start working with this one. We need to adjust these and make it look like the one in the drawing. Just using warp and transform options, here is the below jaw. I will add the upper jaw by magic in 3, 2, 1. There we go. I think we need more teeth behind these ones like everyone else has. Let's add those real quick in 3, 2, here we go. I made the inside of the mouth a bit red. The teeth behind need to be dark, so let's make those a bit dark. And let's also add shadows to these ones. Here we go. We don't need these teeth to be of this color, so let us desaturate these and make these brighter. How, you may ask? Just add a hue and saturation adjustment layer and desaturate each color channel and increase the brightness level. Here we go. Now I think we need to add color to the scene. As our character has some part yellow, some is blue, and on top some is red. Let's start with our main body. Let's add a hue and saturation adjustment layer to add color. Here we go. Head needs to be of the same color, so let's duplicate the hue and saturation adjustment layer on top of that. Here we go. This part here needs to be of red color with a bit of yellow tone. Here we go. Now the chin needs to be blue. Let's hide this yellow hue and saturation layer on the chin and add a blue color to it. Let's fix these black stripes a bit. Here we go. The teeth are blue in the drawing for some reason, so let us make those blue using the same hue and saturation adjustment layer. The teeth in back also need the same color. Here we go. The inside of the mouth looks dull, so let us add some red color to it and adjust that. Here we go. We need to make lips for the lower and upper jaw. For that, I will experiment with this image again, because I think we can use this part of the image to make lips. Let's just cut it out and see where we end up. We need to adjust this image using transform and warp option. After some time of adjusting it, here is what we ended up with. Now this needs same coloring as the body. Here we go. We need a slight drop shadow, just like this. Here we go. I will duplicate this same layer and put it on top. Using puppet warp, we need to adjust it with the shape of the mouth. We need the same color for this one also. After some adjustments, here is the result. The inside of the mouth needs to be darker. Here we go. Let's also make this part a bit darker. Now let's add the eye. First I made this eyebrow but removed it as I found something better. The eye of this crocodile. Let's adjust it and remove some unwanted parts. Here we go. Let's blend it in using layer mask. Here we go. The color needs to be the same as body. That's better. First I made this eye using brush tool and it looked horrible. So I deleted this and tried some other methods. First I made this middle part a bit brighter, but that did not work. Then I used this image and cut this pupil from it and placed it here. Now blending is very important, so let's do that. It needs to be a bit brighter. Here we go. Let's paint with black on top of this eye and make this black color to continue over it. Now I think we are done with the main body. Now let's add that thing on top. I exactly don't know what this is. First I thought it is a hat. Then I thought it may be a mountain. Then it started to look like Titanic ship. Or maybe it is just an ice cream. I don't know exactly what it is. So I added this image to the scene and used this top part from it. Let's place it on top of this head and make a duplicate copy of that. It took some time to place these. Here we go. I will use layer mask to hide some parts, just like that. Now let us start blending these with the body. Just add a layer mask and start working. I revealed some parts and hid some during the process. I flipped the one in the background and adjusted it a bit. Here we go. Now let's add colors. I will use the red and yellowish color as in the drawing. I think you know how to add colors to the object. Just add a hue and saturation layer and colorize the layer. One for yellow and other for red color. Here we go. And it looks good, I think. Let's add shadows and highlights now. We don't need sharp shadows but just slight ones. Here we go. Now let's make a single group from all layers and duplicate it to keep a copy of it. Here we go. Make a smart object from other group and let us add some more shadows to it. Here is our final Johnny Tucker. Let's add a camera filter to it to hide some of our mistakes. After clicking OK, here is what we have done so far. Now we need background. But before that, subscribe and turn on the notifications if you like this content. Let's add our first image, put it behind. We need to scale down our Johnny Tucker. Here we go. Let's add some more images. I like these lines of cloud. and we only need those. Let's hide everything else. Here we go. Let's make some adjustments to the background, like making it a bit more red and bright, and also add Gaussian blur to it. We need to add strong highlights to the subject. Let's do that quickly. Just add a hue and saturation adjustment layer and colorize the subject. We need to set the blending mode to the color dodge. Invert the layer mask and start revealing the edges only. After some time, here is our result. Here is before and here is after. Let's blend our Johnny with the environment a bit more, but just making it little bit reddish. How, you may ask? Just add a solid red color layer and set the blending mode to color and decrease the opacity. Let's add some depth to the scene by adding some fog. I will use this image for that. The color needs to be reddish. Just put the same solid red color layer on top and clip it with the fog layer. I will add one layer behind and one in the front. Here we go. Let's add some final touches here and there, and here is our final result. I made several versions, but these two look good. Let me know in comments which one do you like. Check out these videos if you like my content. Also feel free to subscribe and turn on the notifications so you don't miss a single upload. Comment below the mistakes I made and let us learn from those mistakes. That is it for today's video. See you in the next. Keep learning and thank you for watching.